anytime we are breaking ground. We are moving the needle on building more housing and affordable housing in San Diego County. It's a really good day. And when you have the added benefit of truly embracing transit-oriented development, it does not get much better than this. This is a very exciting day for us at MTS, the Metropolitan Transit System, to be here. We have been moving so hard over the last few years to take our parcels and convert them into housing to help tackle the availability of housing and invest in putting housing where it ought to go, right along transit corridors. And so we're really excited to be here. We want to thank our incredible partners at Affirmed for all of the work that is happening here on this project. Before we get into it, I want to introduce a few of the individuals who are here with us today. We are thrilled to have the Lieutenant Governor of California join us today. Thank you so very, very much for coming down. The state has been an incredible partner, and our Lieutenant Governor has a great knowledge and history around issues of development in the right ways, and has been a wonderful partner. Of course, our Mayor Todd Gloria, who's here. Every day, I like this. We're either breaking ground or we're cutting ribbons on actual things getting done, and so we appreciate that. Councilmember Campillo, in your district, working on a whole bunch of projects, and we're very, very grateful for as well. I also want to thank my MTS board members, Mr. Sankey from City of Coronado, for being here. I know Jack Shue is here from La Mesa, fellow board member. I want to thank Colin Parent, not on our board, but City of La Mesa, and someone we depend on at MTS a lot, not just as a council member, but for the overall experience around transit and development and parking. We're constantly bugging him with really difficult, vexing questions of just give me the simple answer, and we appreciate that. I know Ron Hall from Santee is on the way, but we appreciate all of you being here. Of course, Jim Silverwood, a longtime friend and partner, the president and CEO of Affirmed. Jim, thank you very, very much for what you're doing. Marie Allen, senior project manager for Affirmed Housing. Laura Serdell, Boston Financial, senior vice president. Mark Wolf, California Bank and Trust, Senior Vice President. Emily Jacobs with the Housing Commission, Executive Vice President. Alex Leonard with Graystar. They are building our transit-oriented development right next door. We broke ground on that in April of last year, and we'll be excited to get to the ribbon cutting for that moving forward. So again, thank you all for being here. We know how much work goes into these projects. It's one thing for a board to vote and say do it. It's one thing to appropriate funding, but that vote is just words, and those things we vote on are just paper. It takes a whole bunch of folks who are here who make it become a reality. And so we're grateful to each and every one of you, whatever your role is. You're the finance, you're the construction, you're the permitting, you're the folks that are actually out here with the hard hats, turning dirt, driving shovels. We appreciate each and every one of you. And so let's give a big round of applause for all of the workers who are going to be involved in making this, who got us here, and will be involved in taking us to the next level. You know, when people think of MTS, you think of our incredible trolley network and our buses. We are an incredible transit agency, the best in the state of California. I would argue the best in the country. We move more people dollar for dollar. We have one of the highest on-time records, the highest safety records, one of the highest customer satisfaction issues, and we will continue to do that, continue to be a world-class transit agency that San Diegans depend on. But we are also a community partner, and we recognized some time ago the need to look at every piece of property we own and assess, is this a place that we could put housing? Is this somewhere where people could find an affordable housing unit adjacent to a transit line? And so we have been moving on these, and this shoreline development project that we're breaking ground on today is another perfect example of that. 100% affordable, 126 units, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. It will offer them high quality transit between Santee all the way to downtown on our Green Line. Right along the Green Line, which again ties into all of the other lines and systems that we have, but it also ties into bus routes 13, 14, and 18. And so this housing will be perfectly placed as people are trying to get to work, whether they're trying to get to school at San Diego State. We know 35,000 students who are there, but families, again, that can benefit from this. And so as MTS, we identify the land, we work with incredible partners, and we are thrilled to bring this to fruition and get it going. And so thank you everyone for joining us here today. will point out this is one of ours that we have going. We also have developments, Grossmont Center, Miranda Linda Vista, City College, 64th Street in Canto, and now Grantville are all sites that are moving forward under construction, and we are really, really excited. We're also pursuing additional opportunities at Bayer Boulevard, at Palomar, El Cajon Transit Center, 12th and Imperial. We're working on one in La Mesa, 14 pieces of property totaling 65 acres, and all are on the table for residential development. We're willing to work with you. We're willing to figure out how we make it pencil, and we're willing to figure out how we can expedite the construction here. I mentioned last April our union site at Grantville. We were appreciated. We launched that with Greystar. They're here with us today, and they're building that development. This one's getting underway again right here in the same area, and we are really, really excited. We're looking fall of 23 for this one to be open for people to be able to move in. And again, all of these things together are going to make a dent. All of the work that we are doing, and the final point I'll make is, we're standing here on MTS property, working with our state leaders in the city of San Diego to try and get it done. Just earlier last week, forgetting what day it is, last week, we were at a city property adjacent to an MTS location with the county providing funding and the state helping. And nobody out there cares whose land it is. You don't care whose jurisdiction it is. You want units built. You want affordable housing constructed that people can move into and get where they need to be. To have a roof over their head, a place that they can call home. And here in San Diego, our city, our county, our transit agency, our state leaders, we're working together to get it done. And I know there's a lot of frustration out there at the moment. And people want to see things getting done. And whether it's building housing, tackling homeless, investing in mental health, your government leaders here in San Diego County are working together, and we're delivering results. And so I am so incredibly grateful for the tremendous partnership we have